It is I, Tony fucking Lee. How y'all doing? Good morning, guys. I'm back again. My ugly face is here. Anyway, I wanted to talk about to you guys why sacrificing certain things in your life in your 20s, it doesn't actually have to be a bad thing, all right? And in particular, I'm going to talk about sacrificing your social life. You can sacrifice many things in the core pillars of your life: health, wealth, relationship, mindset, but sacrificing your social life is quite a common one and something I'm going through right now. But I'm here to tell you guys it's actually not a bad thing, and you're actually going to see the most amount of growth in your business, your mindset, and surprisingly enough, your thoughts and perceptions on relationships that you have right now, and maybe the future relationships that you want to get into, and friendships that you want to get into as well. And by the way, before we get right into it as well, I want to mention that I have 2 free calls remaining. I had 5 a few days ago, now I have 2. So if you're feeling a little lost in life, you need a bit of help figuring out your clear path, you want that path of freedom and abundance, but you know for a fact that you don't want to work a 9 to 5, you want to escape that rat race, and please, I think that link is in the description. Anyway, let's talk about my story and why I think being an introvert is a good thing. No, not an introvert, but I wanted to talk to you guys about why, socializing with people, it's important, it's very needed, but in terms of my life, I probably haven't been socializing as much this year, and I'm a pretty extroverted person. If you guys don't know, I came from Sydney, Australia. I moved all the way to London by myself at the start of the year, and I didn't know anyone. I didn't have any friends, so I had to kind of decipher, do I want to make friends? How do I navigate this? I'm getting a little lonely. What do I do? Relax, I'm here for you guys. So in the beginning, yeah, it was very tough. It was very lonely. I'm naturally a very extroverted person, and having the core group of friends that I left behind me, it was very hard. And I've experienced these moments because I've traveled a lot. I've traveled for months and stuff. And so I'm always so used to FaceTiming them. But coming to a new city, I know I had to readjust, and I had to find my new group of friends or new group of people that I could socialize with and just, get that basic human need out. And finding a relationship was definitely helpful. But in the beginning, I definitely noticed that, yeah, I was very lonely, but the sort of people I was hanging out with, I noticed, at first I thought it'd solve my problems and I'd be a bit more complete, but I noticed that socializing with people was really fucking with my development, my own personal growth. And that's lesson number 1 that I learned, is that socializing is very important, but you need periods of alone time to learn and grow and really fucking grind at whatever you're trying to accomplish in life. As I said before, I was very lonely, and I'd try and fill that void of not having the group of friends or social network. So I'd find excuses just to go out on a random Wednesday evening or Saturday and Sunday, have beers with people and catch up with people. And yeah, it felt good in the short term, but I noticed I wasn't making a lot of progress. And I gave myself this weird goal, not a weird goal, I think goals are fucking good, but I gave myself this goal of, by the time my visa runs out, which would be in 2 years' time, that I want my life figured out. I didn't want to work a regular fucking job by the time I gave back. So I was in Sydney, I was working a pretty good job. I left that job, I said, fuck you guys, I'm going to London to figure my life out. And by the time I get back from my 2-year visa, I didn't want to come back begging for a job. I wanted to be self-sufficient. I wanted my own online income. I wanted to figure out my own thing in life. And because that's my main focus, I should be focusing on that 99% of the time, because that's my big focus right now. That's the season I'm in. I'm in the season of focusing on my business, working at that. But the human need and the desire to socialize with people, you need to find a good balance for that, because if you're just doing that too much and you're compensating because you don't have friends right now, so you get a little desperate and a bit needy as well to meet as many people as you can on every single spare minute of the day you have, it's going to burn you out, and it's going to distract you from your ultimate path in life. Because the ultimate path in life is, it's not socializing. Socializing is a great benefit. You should use that as a reward to spend time with a girlfriend or go out and meet people and maybe have a beer or 2 with your friends after you put in the work. It should be a great reward for yourself. And then you can talk to your friends and stuff about the amazing things you've done. How much better does that sound, instead of just going and seeing people for the sake of seeing people? It's just fucking weird. I never understood that. So yeah, socializing is important, but your alone time is the period where you're going to grow the most, you're going to learn the most about yourself, you're going to feel the most fulfilled. And then when you do finally see those people in your spare time, because you're a busy person, hopefully you're a busy person, people are going to be more excited to see you, and you're going to have a lot more to talk about, and you're going to feel I needed this. This feels amazing. And then after that interaction, you go back to work. Lesson number 2 I learned is I actually enjoy my fucking alone time, all right? I was telling you guys before, I'm an extroverted person. When I first came to London, I was lonely. I missed my boys. I missed my family. So I'd be blowing up their phones all the time. But I realized the more time I spent by myself, the more time I spent away from talking to my true friends, and the more times I low-key struggled to find the right people here in London, I noticed that you know what? I actually don't mind being by myself. Yeah, socializing is cool, but I didn't realize I didn't need as much socializing as I originally thought. Back home in Australia, I'd love seeing my friends, going for dinners, getting food, going to the park, traveling, or just going in a fucking random late night car drive. But those things are all fun and all, but like it doesn't really help you grow as a person, like I was saying in my first point. And I noticed that my alone time is where I get to really recover and learn and grow. And not even just that, but if you're a busy person trying to grind all the time, you want to be relaxing as well. I noticed like going out and socializing with people wasn't that relaxing. It didn't energize my bar like I used to when I was younger. Instead, I'd much rather just have a chill night, in bed and just fucking doom scroll and get a bit of brain rot. Like I preferred that, or just going out and going to the sauna by myself. Like I really appreciate that. And I think getting into a relationship really taught me that I liked my alone time as well, because there was a period where I was spending like 3 months with my partner, and it was nice and cute at first, and there was benefits too, but there were so many times where I just wanted my fucking alone time. Like I just needed my time to do my own thing, to breathe. That doesn't mean I'm like focusing and working all the time. I just needed my own time just to fucking just be with myself, just to fucking like feel how my body's going, like just be a bit more self-indulgent with myself. I don't know what the fuck that means. That can mean a lot of things, but yeah, I really noticed I loved my alone time, and that I wasn't as extroverted as I thought. That's what I learned. Number 3, and this is probably the most important one, is that I realized since coming to London and spending more time alone and sacrificing my social life, is that I'm a lot more picky with the people I decide to hang out with and interact with and spend time with. Human interaction can be either the best thing in the world for you. For example, if you find like a good group of friends, especially if they're boys who are also on the same path as you, they're ambitious, they're striving for big goals, or hold you accountable, that's amazing. Nothing beats that. But what's the worst thing in the world is surrounding yourself with people who are just going to drain your energy. They're going to suck your time. They're going to put you off your path, and most people are like that, unfortunately. There's a time in my life, as I said in the beginning of the year, I was so desperate to hang out with people that my standards of people I'd spend time or decide to spend time with were just going lower and lower, because I really needed that social interaction. And so I started ending up hanging out with people who weren't necessarily bad, but all they liked doing was just sitting in a bar or a pub and just drinking a beer, getting fucked up, wasting money, and then going home at 2 a.m. And I started noticing, like, fuck, like, I'm not even enjoying these interactions anymore. I'd much rather, like, point 2, I enjoy being alone. I'd much rather just be home and just fucking chill out and, like, sleep early and get a good night's rest and eat a clean diet and, like, read a fucking book or journal. Like, I started to realize, I noticed that those are more fulfilling to me, because it was me working towards my core. Even though it wasn't me directly working on my business or working on a YouTube video, I could still do things that help me optimize towards that core, and me socializing with people that I didn't even want to be around with or didn't relate to. I couldn't share my experiences with, my wins and losses, the things I've learned through pursuing this, my life's task. It's fucking pointless. I'd much rather be alone at that point. So be sure that you're spending your time with people who are actually going to push you and become a better person of yourself. And that goes for relationships, and that goes for family members and friends and colleagues. Like, please be aware that the people that you spend time with are going to affect your energy, the way you think. They might even make you feel guilty, or like they might try and convince you that whatever you're trying to do right now is not for you. It's not your actual life task or whatever. But like, they don't know you, and like, look at their lives. So they're going to end up fucking working a regular job, like committing to the 9 to 5, the part of the rat race. It's funny how these people complain about the rat race when they're at work. Or when they're after work, they're at the bar drinking, and they complain about how much they hate work, but they're the ones they're in it. They're the fucking cog in the wheel. Am I the only one that sees this? So like, just please understand that being alone, yes, it can suck, but understanding that alone time is actually, if you switch that mindset and start understanding like, yo, this is the time where I can actually build my dream life. I can actually escape the 9 to 5. And once I become the person that I know I want to be, or the person that I know I can, be fucking proud of, then the right sort of people that you actually want to surround yourself with, they'll be more than welcome to accept you in your life. And this year, I made a goal for myself to be to network with more like-minded people, and I've actually done that. It just happened just by my own curiosity, but just by myself leveling up in life. Just naturally, you'll get fed up with the fucking people that you're currently surrounded with that aren't helping you, and you're just naturally going to find that. A lot of that has been online for me, and I do wish I could meet that in person, but you got to understand, it's really hard to find people that are on the same wavelength as us, that are trying to achieve that life of freedom, that life of abundance, that want to escape the 9 to 5. They don't know what the path really looks like, but they just know they don't want to be a part of that. So yeah, if anything, I'm here for you guys as well. That's probably why you guys watch my videos. You can relate with me. And I'm proud that you guys can do that as well. So yeah, keep fucking grinding. And yeah, as I mentioned before, if you guys need more help with figuring out your life path, you want that life of freedom and abundance that you see so many fucking dudes on Instagram are living, but you know you don't want to work that 9 to 5 or the fucking be a part of that rat race, and please click the link in the description. There's 2 free calls remaining for the first 2 people that hit it. I've already had 3 client calls and they've gone amazing. So please, I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to help you out in some sort of way. I'll create a personalized blueprint for you. Anyway, it is Tony fucking Lee. I love you.